Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you the new Arrma Vortex. Now before we get too much further, I just wanted to say thank you very much for stopping in and taking a look at another one of my videos, and I really hope that this benefits you in some way. Now with that out of the way, let's get to it. So in front of you is Arrma's newest model, the Vortex. Think of this like a Granite with a smaller wheel and tire on it and a different body. Now they've made several updates into this model that we'll go over as the video progresses. And at the time of release, this model is about $379. It makes it a bit more expensive than its other counterparts, but those upgrades do make the additional expense well worth it. The radio that is included is the DX3 controller. Now this radio does have the telemetry bubbles here on the side, so if you're using the Spectrum technology, you can get the battery level on your controller. Now I mentioned in the intro, this is very much like a Granite, just with a smaller wheel and tire. The tire diameter is measuring about 4.5 inches. The wheelbase in this model is measuring 11 inches, and the ground clearance is about 1 3/4 inches. The body in this model comes in multiple colors, including the pink and purple that you see in front of you. There's also a green and blue and a red and light blue. I really like the styling in this body, as well as the detail that they have done in the paint scheme. There's also these skid guards that are located on top, and a wing that's located on top as well. Now these bolts that are up here at the top, these are a non-functional bolt, but will serve as a durability component for skidding. There's a very clever feature in the bottom of these screws that hold these skid guards in place, and this is going to be very hard to come out on camera. But located in the bottom of the screw is actually an Allen wrench. So that way if you grind off the screw heads that are on top up here, you can still remove those screws via that Allen wrench in the bottom. The chassis you see is very similar if you've looked at any other Arrma models in the past. The electronics that are included are the Arrma 100 amp electronic speed controller, a Arrma 3200 kV brushless motor, and a Spectrum S651 waterproof servo. Now this receiver is the 6200A, which is a AVC receiver. Now all of these electronics are a change from the previous models of the Granite and Senton, as these are the Spectrum systems. At the rear of the model, you get a good look at the wheelie bar. This wheelie bar at first glance looks exactly like the Granite one. However, they have upgraded these wheelie bar wheels to a rubber tread. The drive shafts are the exact same as the Arrma Granite and Senton, as well as the turnbuckles and A-arms. This does not have the extended version A-arms like the Typhon or the Big Rock does, but those will be an appropriate fit if you wanted to widen your model. Getting a look at the front end, again you'll see that these are the same drive shafts from the Granite and Senton, as well as the same adjustable turnbuckles. These also have the same shocks front and rear. Looking at the chassis, you can see the aluminum motor mount. This is again the same motor mount that is featured in the Granite and Senton, as well as the same battery straps and same chassis assembly. Like I mentioned earlier, this will feel very familiar if you've looked at any Arrma model. The new DeBoots Qatar tire at first feels very, very firm and doesn't feel like it would supply a lot of traction. However, if you do attempt to push the vehicle to the side, it does take significant pressure for side bite, so the compound feels like it has changed from the previous model tires. Now with all the spec stuff out of the way, let me give you the silent tour. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at Arrma's newest model, the Vortex. And if you've benefited from this video in any way, please consider giving me a thumbs up, a subscription, and don't forget to hit that bell. I mention this in all of my videos. If you're not hitting that bell, you're not getting notified when the new content goes up. So go back and do that for all of your subscriptions. We're going to wrap it up for this time, and I hope to see you in the next one.